Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Total War Warhammer 3, where we play as Tamurkhan, and today we will start this episode with attacking Malus with Gulator's army, and we'll see what the outcome will be. The balance of power is, as you can see, slightly to our advantage, but we are still winning, and that is all that matters. And we will invest what we have gained right now into favor. Okay. Now that we have defeated him, now also the fealty increased for Ketsak, which means soon enough we will be able to fight this story, so to speak, battle for him, which is very good. Let's move across that bridge with Gulator so that he can replenish his forces. And I think we will recruit this unit for as a replacement for the one we just lost. And we will also get rid of this unit and replace it with a stronger one, like this. So yeah, this army is becoming very powerful right now. It has some monsters in it, even renowned monsters, and soon there will Kazak, not Kazak, but what was his name? Ketsak will be back here again in 4 turns time, because he got, if you've watched the last episode, there was this event where he had a dispute with Mournhowl, and because I sided with Ketsak to increase his fealty, the Mournhowl attacked him and wounded him for 5 turns, it seems. So okay, we will have to wait and leave that spot free for him. And right, so Hudekai across the seas is now going for Salzamond.
Nurgle will have their souls.
Like so, it's another decisive victory. We will occupy, and we will also build a garrison there. So we have to deal with those armies around there before they grow into power, and I think this should be the end of the man-eaters over there. Then we'll... Why do you talk so much? Then we should go back to the Castle von Royken to protect it from the armies that are probably gathering around Kislevs and Zavasra and all those directions. And pretty much the man-eaters got driven basically into Norska. The majority of their territories lie there, so they basically just overwhelmed pretty much Norscan tribes there. But now we have come here and they can do nothing about it. And yeah, we'll take those territories from them as well. So, as you can see, with Tamurkhan we can attack that army, which belongs to Golgfag, who is, I believe, the leader of the Man-Eaters faction. So let's clash those two armies, and yeah, so we will lose one of our weaker units, at least with the auto-resolve. So what we could do is we could actually play this battle manually, and I think this is what we'll actually do. So I'll just do a quick save and we'll play this battle manually to prevent losing any of our units. So without any further ado, let's jump right into it. So I've placed those guys endangered with extinction a little in the back, So let's just hope that this will be enough to stop them. And what is hitting us so bad? I don't know. But okay, let's deal with their Warhounds or Saber Tusk pack with Rot Knights. And this is just terrible for them. They had no chances of surviving whatsoever. Okay, they tried to flank us. Let's send our... well, you know. We can summon Plague Bearers, and that we will do to fight those lead belchers, or lead belchers. Come on. You guys go there. And I think I know what unit deals us so much damage, and that is this hunter, whatever it is, unit. So let's attack it. And this spell is strong against a single unit, so even better. I mean, that wasn't very impressive, honestly. Okay, we need to save our chariots. And let's send in those guys in. Also, Tamurkhan has to go there. Once he enters that fight there, that will be the over for them. Okay, they are actually flanking us pretty well. And where are our Rock Knights? Where are they? Okay, they are over there. It's okay. Or we can charge them over there. And let's save our chariots, let's send them back there. I'm actually surprised that their general is surviving for so long. Oh, because it's also a legendary lord, right? Yeah, let's hurry up over there. And I just hope that the outcome of this battle will not be worse than it would be in the other case, or that we will not lose more important units than we would in the other case. Tamurkhan is just obliterating our enemies right there. There is no question about it. And how can they have any hopes of winning this fight? I mean, it's never going to happen. Let's deal with what remains of them over there. I just hope that... okay, and can we cut them off with some of our... yeah, look at that. That was a very quick battle. So, yeah. Let's chase down the enemies and diminish their numbers. Those guys can chase those. Also, these need to chase that group of ogres. And yeah, I think that is it, basically. I mean, it is, for sure, but I also hope that we will destroy what remains of the enemy units. That is my biggest hope right now. And also we need to bring down that thing. So let's go ahead and try that. Actually, our general, not general, but champion can chase these units down. And there's only one guy left over there. There are some extra Road Knights, so they can chase these down. And who else is there? Okay, so they need to deal with those warhounds or wherever it is. And will the second chieftain of ours over there be able to deal with that guy? Come on, deal with him. Finally, very good.
Covering ground.
Now let's chase down some other guys, or we can like send him against this unit because it is very quick, as you can see. Okay, and we can also heal some of our units. But I wonder who we should heal, or what unit we should heal. Probably our chieftain, most of all. Okay,
Exalted hero.
land there and deal with those. With these guys. Gorkfax, man-eaters. Especially that they are a very experienced unit.
For Nurgle.
And the second toad should go for these guys. And yeah, it seems like that's it. So can Tamurkhan, yeah, he can catch up to their general. And he deals a significant damage to him too. Okay. Let's back him up a little bit more before we let him escape. Okay, like this. And let's go over there. Can our toad catch up? Oh, actually no. Hit those ogre balls because okay, there's one guy left. So, and where are our rot knights? By the way, I stood idle with them for too long. So I didn't even make the most out of them. But our toad will catch up to these guys, the pigback riders. If they are a pigback riders, then oh, because they ride on top of each other. Okay. So yeah, this unit was destined to be obliterated by this toad. By Tamurkhan, actually. And it's a decisive victory. Well, it was as it was predicted, but this time we actually just saved all of our units, and the damage spread evenly across all of our units. The most damage received. The unit that received the most damage was our chieftain. But we don't care about that, as long as he lives. Okay, so now that we've dealt with him, we can still replenish our losses a little, or we could just get some extra favor. You know what, we'll actually get some extra favor because he's not going to run away too far. And let's go after him. Another decisive victory. We're not losing a single unit, I hope. No, we are not. So that's good. And let's now get some extra favor. Right, and now we can go back over here to the Bay of Blades. And in the nearest future, we will just go against the Sarl encampment. And as you can see, the man-eaters are in a terrible situation right now, and they don't have many forces anymore. Tamurkhan took them on himself, and by himself too, mostly around here in Norskar, and that was enough to break them. So, what else is there to be done? So we can still... First, let's look into Guletor also. So he's right over there. Right. Let's invest into some of our settlements. And I think we will not invest in those around here for now. This is the more vulnerable area right now, so we have to invest in those territories first, because, you know, there is Empire, there are still some territories belonging to the man-eaters and all that. Okay, so are there any money-making constructions somewhere that need upgrading? We can go for this over here. And that is all we can afford right now, I think. Or we can actually... No, we cannot. So let's go back over here. Cancel that construction. And we need to build a garrison around here. At the Port of Secrets. Right, so... And we still have some money. So let's see if we can upgrade something. But I think we can't. Unless some lower level construction, like here. And yeah, now that is definitely all. So let's spend the skill points. So for Tamurkhan, we are going for... Let's say... The Voice of Gods. Kaiser the Befouled will have now... Let's say... Unit experience gain is increased by an additional 10%. So we can go for this, a training. Kargan, the Christ, will have to go with... let's say... Escort Veteran. For Hudakar, we are going... With Hudakar, we are going for the Thick-Skinned and Mournhowl, Razor Claws, and Isa will have now the Piercing Shots. Guletor, Route Marcher, and Foe Seeker. Rookmore Freehorn, however, now we'll have Earthning, or Earthink, and Naglor, let's say a Deadly Blade, level 2. Or actually no, scratch that. Replenish troops and Deadly Blade. Like so. Okay, so I think that is all we could do for this turn, so let's end it. Okay, so right now, with Guletor, we are heading towards the Bilious Cliffs. Let's see, no, we cannot reach it in this turn, but definitely we will do that in the next one. And I think Malus, oh, it's not Malus, okay. But he is already gathering some forces. And what is this? Is this like the capital of the enemy province capital? But okay, let's look into... Okay, so as you can see, Malus has only 6 settlements left. Probably some of them originally belonged to the Nagarund. So, okay, we know where we stand. And, right, let's continue our advancement with Tamurkhan, and let's go for the Sarl encampment now. That should be an easy win, a decisive victory, exactly. and we are occupying that settlement.
And conquest.
And we've now secured the whole province, so we can choose a commandment. And we'll go for, you know, a garrison maybe. Next we'll go for the Forbidden Citadel. Probably. Yeah, I think we will. We still have to take those settlements around belonging to the man-eaters. So Hudekai now should attack Dieterschaffen. And let's see if he can win. It's a close victory, but we will lose 2 units of ours. So we will lose Ogres and Chosen of Nurgle. So okay, let's auto-resolve this. And we will actually, I think, you know what, we'll get some infections. Okay, so there's that. And let's now take Dieterschaffen. Another province secured, which is great. Let's build a garrison here. And let's recruit some of the units we lost. But we can have those... Oh, we can actually recruit a unit of these guys. And we lost a unit of... Who was that? That was the ogres that we lost. I know that for sure, but didn't we lose Chosen of Nurgle? I think we did. So we need to find a settlement where, like, this cycle is closing to an end, so to speak. Or we could just find ourselves some other settlement and recruit other unit. Like over here, we could go for the Great Unclean One. And I think that is what we'll actually do. If we can afford it, but it seems like we cannot. Not yet anyway. And what about here? We could recruit Spawns of Nurgle. But I think I'd rather just wait until the next turn and recruit the Great Unclean One into this army. Because, yeah, it will be more efficient than that. And I wasn't talking about Gul at all, obviously, but about Hudekai. Right, so we have a pretty decent army here. So I'm not sure if I want to recruit another Unclean One. We would definitely need some infantry in this army, you know? But who cares? We'll just recruit another monster. So now all that there is left to do is obviously, as always, spend those skill points. So let's start with Hudekai, and we'll go for, first of all, pestilential spawnings. And also Tamurkhan. The last skill point for Tamurkhan will be invested into let's see, this thing maybe. And what is here? Mournhowl. For him we'll go with thick-skinned. Will have now even more deadly piercing shots. And yeah, we still have some upgrades available, construction upgrades available. But we want to find ourselves some money-making constructions, as always. Or we can also invest into the main buildings. Those are also important. And we can just end this then. I expected actually those guys to declare the war on us once this panel popped up on the screen, but as you can see, hardly anyone would be unwise enough or stupid enough, to put it bluntly, to attack us right now. We are just too powerful for anyone to just stop us, it seems. And now we are going for Forbidden Citadel, and for some reason the Man-Eaters decided to start to create an army there, which will bring the end to another of these faction lords. Okay, and how many more turns before this guy? So 2 turns before Ketsak is back, and I'm very curious where he will respawn. And yeah, I think we now have a good opening here, pretty much, to go back to the castle on Royken. We have to do that pretty much. And also we need to build a garrison in Bay of Blades. We have to increase the tower, the level of the Tower of Krag as well. Or, actually, you know what, we'll wait with that, because we want to speed up that that cycle with the infections, and that was around here, right? So that we can recruit the Great Unclean One into Hudekai's army. So, where is he? Where is the Great Unclean One? He is right over here. Armor piercing, causes terror, poison attacks. Just something we need. Okay. And as you probably have heard, I popped up the achievement popped up for me regarding some action in Nurgle's faction. What a rhyme. So yeah, let's attack the Bilious Cliffs now with Gulator. A decisive victory. Very good. And we are occupying, and yet another province secured. We are just like almost unstoppable right now. If you have watched my campaign as Chaos Dwarfs, it might be a little bit of shock to you, because it is for me. Because when we played the Chaos Dwarfs, we were completely weak, or like just hanging on to life for like until the 100th turn, and then we started to do something. And right now, 100, actually 80 turns just passed, and look at how many territories we already have. This is just incredible. You know, and I have to admit that I enjoy this campaign more than I did with the Chaos Dwarfs. Not because it is easier, because I feel like it is, for now at least, easier than it was with the Chaos Dwarfs, but because I really like the mechanics that come with Tamurkhan. Those are pretty interesting mechanics, especially I like this chieftain mechanics, those infections. Those are very interesting like mechanics, and not overcomplicated. Yeah, and once more, as predicted, the Zatan decided to come to us with a non-aggression pact. We can still milk him out of a little bit more money. Actually, you know what, I don't feel like going for extra 50 gold or something. But yeah, we expected as much, or I expected as much, so I knew that he would just, after a couple of turns, go back and sign that non-aggression pact with us, especially that our relations are pretty good, mostly because we just fight all of their enemy or rival factions that there are. Okay, and let's see if we can take the Black Rock. That might be actually a pretty difficult fight right now. It's a Pyrrhic victory, so instead of attacking straight ahead, I mean, we will actually try to force our enemies out of their settlement, and because they are tied there right now, we'll just besiege them, and they will probably try to break that siege too, and this will be a great thing for us, a great opportunity to just, you know, fight them in the open field. So, what else? Well, there's a lot of other things to be done around here. So, over here, we'll go for the construction of the garrison and money-making construction. Right, and we are heading for Nurgle Plain because I intend to take the Doomkeep, assuming that those territories out there do not belong to the man-eaters anymore. So this way I will go down this path, like to the Nurgle Plain, then Doomkeep, then Vark Camp, and then the Monolith of Flesh, and maybe once we are there, we'll start fighting some dwarves as well, especially that we don't want the Masters of Innovation to become too powerful either, and they are very hostile towards us, and it's deteriorating. It's a shock to me that we are not at war already, but I think they are preoccupied with a war with the Greenskins. Isn't that correct? Yeah, they are at war with Grimgore. So okay, so there's that. Now Decay, he needs to keep moving there, and we want to take Zavastra soon, and Kislev also, and I think we will be able to do that in the next turn. So now, as usual, we have the only thing we have to do is to spend the skill points, basically. Facing shots, and those were just for the... what was his name again? Ezar. And there are still upgrades available, I guess. Yeah, that's the garrison, so that is also very important for us. And we'll just end this then once more. As predicted, our siege forced our enemies out of their settlement, and as you can see, that was a not very wise decision of them, because in this case right now they are losing. It's a close victory. We will lose a unit of the Forsaken of Nurgle, but there are way better units for us to recruit than that, so we can just auto-resolve and we'll occupy. And it's very impressive how we are doing right now, and you could have noticed that the balance of power both for Empire or Karl Franz and Grimgore, by Empire I mean Reichland of course, they have like superior powers over us, and the same thing was with the Man-Eaters, right? And even though they had superior power, the balance of power over us, they still failed. Okay, so where is Ketsak, I've seen he's ready for battle. Very good. He's right over there, so exactly where we want him, where we need him. And we can also now temporarily, at the very least, oh, he couldn't get that. So we could recruit one more unit of the Chosen of Nurgle, but we would have to find ourselves once more a settlement that creates those. It's a level 3 cycle if we rush this. Same goes for this one right here. No, it is actually even worse. Let's rush that cycle over here. What about here? Okay, so some extra. Okay, 250. Another 250. And it seems like this way we have now the possibility to recruit these guys. Exactly, so that is what we'll do.
For my blessings.
And yeah, those armies are very powerful right now. And we might just go ahead and actually we don't have infections anymore, so okay. We might. What is this, by the way? This is the first time I see it. Recruitment health plus 5% for all units, okay. But we'll go for the money making. Anyway, we might just go as well and attack the Blighted Grove. Ketsak should be able to get that in the next turn. It's a decisive victory, and we are also securing that settlement now. Okay, very good. Like so. And yeah, this is going pretty well. So there's that, and now let's start moving with Tamurkhan as well. But yeah, Hagraf is in a deep shit right now. They are pretty much done for. And okay, Tamurkhan heads towards Naglfari plain. Okay, decisive victory. Very good. Let's occupy. And we will build a garrison here. Like so. And now Hudakai is going for Zavastra. So, in this turn we have just conquered practically 4 settlements. Which is very good. And let's build a garrison here as well. We want those garrisons everywhere we can. And yeah, next we will head towards Kislev, but we'll do that in the next episode. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, drop a like, a comment, and subscription. And hopefully, I'll see you next time. So, see you around. Bye.